What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna be installing another Samsung 990 Pro 2TB NVMe SSD. This SSD is great, super fast. I already have one, the same exact one in. I ran out of storage already from files, pictures, videos, games, apps. So I'm already at 96%. I know there's more games I want to download and install. So we're gonna go ahead, add this second one in there. My motherboard has 2 slots for SSDs. Some people might have 3, some people might have just 1. So we're gonna go ahead, put this in, and then we'll get on the computer, program it into the computer, and we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, so we will have to remove my GPU because we're gonna get right up in there. See if we can see it. See this port right here, and then it has to get screwed into, I believe it's going to be one of these screws here, which we will need a standoff for to screw it into. So let's go ahead and remove the GPU. I figured these are easier to unplug than this itself. And I don't like to mess with the 12 pin anyway because God forbid you don't stick it in all the way. You can't catch a fire, ruin your GPU, board, any of that sort, which we don't need because these GPUs are pretty expensive. Boards, not that expensive, but still you don't want to be spending a good amount of money just for a mess up, right? There's a tab here. We want to push that down. You're gonna feel it pop out. And you just boom. Oh, see, I forgot to make sure you unplug your DisplayPort or HDMI cables, which I forgot. There we go. Look at that. Gotta wipe it down a little bit. I love this 4070 Super. It's wonderful. Love it. And now, just to show you guys our port here, it's gonna go into here and then get screwed down, which I believe is this last one, but we are going to need a standoff for that. So let me check. I should have one. So I found the standoff and the screw. This has to get screwed into that same port we were talking about in the board, and then the screw is gonna lock it in. So let's go ahead and just unbox this, and then we can see exactly which hole we're gonna go into. If I were to put this into that slot, it would land us on that third standoff part right there. All right, so now let's go ahead and screw this in, which you can do by hand. All right, might be a little difficult since I have that port, this port right next to it. So the screw, I have a very small screwdriver here. It's a flathead, but so remember we have this tiny screw here. Don't lose it, but this is what we're gonna use to lock that in. All right. So the card we're gonna put in. Remember, you have that slot here, face forward. This is the back. This is where it's gonna lock in right here. All right. So you gotta come in at an angle. Let's see where we at. Boom, there you go. See, it's seated in there, and you have that slot that fills that empty slot that's cut there on the card. So you can feel it. It's supposed to go in diagonal. And we take our screw, and we're gonna push this down on here. See how it lines up? And then the lip of the screw is what's gonna hold hold it down. Okay, so we'll push this down. And we'll twist this down, snug it, boom. That's it. It's locked in. Now we have our installed second NVMe 2 terabyte SSD. Now I have 4 terabytes. I'll probably run out of storage again by next year. Maybe not. Let's see. But it's in. So now let's get to programming, turning it on, and reading it on the computer. But first, let's put the GPU back in. You want to hold your computer, right? And then you want to give it a push, and you want to hear that click on the lock. Boom. Okay, this is in, GPU's in. Now we can put our case back on. All right, don't forget to plug in actually or HDMI or display port cables, which I'm running one HDMI from my second monitor and a display port for my main gaming. All right, so put this sucker back on. Great case though, by the way, I love it. Okay, I will just, oh, you see that? Look at that. Don't forget, before you do this, should have said in the beginning, make sure you hit that power button. Back on. And there we go. Alright guys, so we installed the SSD. Now there are a few more things we have to do. Simply easy. We just have to make a computer read the NVMe because it's not going to just automatically read the disk on its own. So let's go ahead and do that. So just for you to see where we're looking, you pull up your File Explorer. You go to this PC, and as you see, I only have 2 terabyte, which is already maxed out. Right, so we'll X that out, and we will do Windows key and X, bring up our secondary start menu. Click disk management because we want to manage our disks, right? And then boom. See we're reading here, disk 1, it's already reading for us. If this doesn't pop automatically, you can right click here and initialize the disk. Okay, so we want to click GPT, get that going there. Okay, now we want to right click in this area, new simple volume, because we're adding a new volume of memory. Next, I want to leave this here because this is the amount of megabytes that's in there. We don't want to change that because we want to use the whole disk that's there. Next, so here you can pick a letter, any letter you want to use for it. I'll do S. Me personally, you can use whatever you guys want. S I'm going to use for storage. Alright, we'll do next. Here, this is just a wizard. You can name it. I'll name mine SSD2. so I know which one is which. Okay. So we'll enable a file and folder now. Da da da. Da da da. Next. Boom. SSD2. Yada yada. Drive letter path S for storage for me. You guys, again, you guys can pick whichever letter you guys want to put. I'm gonna put S for storage. Finish. Okay. Boom. Look at that. Now we have SSD2, 1863 gigabytes, healthy, yada yada. We'll X this out. We'll go back to File Explorer. Now we want to make sure that we click on this PC and make sure that it's showing there. So boom, look at that. SSD2, second added SSD. Now I have an extra 1.8 terabytes of storage. And now we're ready to go. Now I'm ready to download things. Double click that, empty. Double click this one, a bunch of stuff, right? So I'll X that out. And then I'll show you guys, I'll swing this over. So as you can see here, because I have all these videos, which I'm gonna actually delete now. And I have to edit another video here. I got a bunch of games, I got some apps, I got files. I had to delete some games just to make some storage. You know, just 'cause I wanted to play 2K, I had to delete some games there. But you see, I was almost out, so. Alright guys, so here, I forgot to show you that I deleted my NGXT, reset it, and then it showed here my 2 SSD storage disks. So as you can see, fully empty, S, full C. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.